When Rookie of the Year first hit our screens, it made people believe that even the impossible could happen. A simple dream turning into something far bigger than anyone expected. But after 33 years, where did all the cast end up? Oh, Thomas Ian Nicholas delivers a heartwarming performance as Henry Rowengartner, 13 years old, awkward, determined, and suddenly carrying every kid's baseball dream on his shoulders. Henry wasn't the star player anyone expected. He was the kid who tripped more than he scored. The one with big dreams but little luck. But after a broken arm healed in a strange way, everything changed. His throw became powerful enough to take him from Little League straight to the Chicago Cubs. Fame came fast, but Henry stayed grounded. He reminded us that talent means little without heart, loyalty, and the people who believed in you first. At 45, Thomas Ian Nicholas built a career as an actor, musician, producer, and director, best known for playing Kevin Myers in the American Pie franchise. He was married to DJ Colette for over 14 years before divorce proceedings began in 2022, balancing family life alongside a long career in film and music. Daniel Stern takes center stage as Phil Brickma, 35 years old, chaotic, hilarious, and somehow the most unforgettable pitching coach the Chicago Cubs could ask for. Brickma wasn't polished or calm. He was loud, weird, and full of strange baseball wisdom that somehow made sense. Phil Brickma brought more confusion than strategy. But behind the madness was someone who truly believed in Henry Rowengartner. He saw potential where others saw a kid. Brickma reminded us that mentorship doesn't always look perfect. Sometimes it looks messy, funny, and completely unexpected, but still changes everything. Now 68, Daniel Stern has built a career far beyond just acting, balancing Hollywood success with directing, screenwriting, sculpture, and even farming. He became unforgettable to audiences as Marv Merchants in Home Alone and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, while also serving as the iconic voice of adult Kevin Arnold in The Wonder Years, 1988. Amy Morton was inspired by Mary Rowengartner, 35 years old, strong, practical, and the steady heart holding everything together when life suddenly spins out of control. Mary wasn't just Henry Rowengartner's mother, she was his shield. While the world saw a baseball miracle, she saw her son, still a kid, still needing protection, still trying to understand fame far bigger than he was. She stood firm against the pressure, the cameras, and the adults who wanted to use Henry for their own gain. Mary reminded us that real parenting isn't loud. It's showing up, setting boundaries, and protecting your child, even when everyone else is chasing the spotlight. At 67, Amy Morton is wildly recognized for playing Sergeant Trudy Platt in Chicago PD and Chicago Fire, while also earning major respect as a two-time Tony Award nominee for her stage work. She has been married since 1997, with a relationship spanning nearly 4 decades, proving both her career and personal life were built on consistency, loyalty, and staying power. Gary Busey steps into the shoes of Chet "Rocket" Steadman, 49 years old, weathered, intense, and still carrying the pride of a starting pitcher who once owned the field. As the Chicago Cubs' aging star, Rocket knows his fastball isn't what it used to be, and neither is the spotlight. But when young Henry Rowengartner arrives with a miracle arm and no idea how to handle the pressure, Chet becomes more than a teammate. He becomes the mentor Henry desperately needs. He teaches him that talent alone isn't enough, that fame fades, and that one day, every gift runs out. At 81, Gary Busey remains known for his intense screen presence and decades-long career across drama, action, and comedy. He earned major acclaim with his Academy Award-nominated performance in The Buddy Holly Story, and later became widely recognized for roles in Predator 2 and Under Siege. Beyond acting, he also worked as a musician, voice actor, reality TV personality, and even a licensed pilot. Gary Busey has 3 children and has been married and divorced twice, later finding a long-term partner. whom he often refers to as his soulmate. Rest in peace to the late John Candy as Cliff Murdoch. At the time of the role, he was 42 years old, bringing his signature warmth and comedic timing to the Cubs broadcast booth. He voices the team's announcer, reacting with humor and disbelief to Henry Rowengartner's impossible rise in baseball. His energetic calls turn every moment into entertainment, shaping how audiences experience the game, and adding personality, charm, and lightness to the film's sports atmosphere. John Candy's cause of death was a heart attack in 1994 at the age of 43. A multi-talented entertainer, he worked as an actor, comedian, and writer, also branching into entrepreneurship and sports-related interests. He was married to his high school sweetheart, Rosemary, and their marriage lasted 15 years, ending only with his passing. He's best remembered for iconic roles in SCTV Comedy Show, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Uncle Buck, 1989, Spaceballs, 1987, Home Alone, 1990, and Cool Runnings, 1993. Colombe Jacobsen-Derstine graces the screen as Becky Fraker, just 15 years old when she played the charming girl next door, and Henry Rowengartner's crush. As baseball fame pulls Henry into a bigger world, Becky remains a sweet reminder of the life he knew before the spotlight. Kind, approachable, and grounded, she brings warmth and quiet support, helping him stay humble and true to himself. She proves that young love in childhood stories isn't always loud. It's often simple, sincere, and unforgettable. At 48, Colombe Jacobsen-Derstine has built a career that reaches far beyond childhood acting. She became widely recognized for playing Julie the Cat Gaffney in The Mighty Ducks, becoming a familiar face of 90s family sports films. As she grew older, she successfully transitioned into the culinary world, building a name for herself as a professional chef and media host. She is married, continues to live in New York City with her husband, and remains admired for balancing both creative worlds, entertainment and food, with lasting success. Neil Flynn assumes the role of Stan Okie, 32 years old, steady, sharp, and the kind of ball player who trusts results more than hype. As the Cubs' first baseman, Okie had the seasoned mindset of someone who'd spent years earning every inning. When 12-year-old Henry Rowengartner suddenly joins the team, he doesn't rush to celebrate. He watches, questions, and waits. Stan wasn't cruel, just realistic. Baseball is built on proof, not promises. But as Henry keeps delivering, Okie shifts from skepticism to quiet respect. He reminded us that trust in sports and in life isn't handed out for free. It's earned, one pitch at a time, one moment at a time. At 65, Neil Flynn is best known for his long-running roles as the janitor in Scrubs and Mike Heck in The Middle, along with playing Katie Heron's dad in Mean Girls. Known for his dry humor, improv skills, and deadpan delivery, he built a career as one of television's most reliable character actors. Beyond comedy, he also worked across film, theater, and major guest roles for decades. Albert Hall plays the part of Sal Martinella, 55-year-old manager of the Chicago Cubs, the kind of man who carries calm in his voice even when everything around him feels uncertain. At first, he doesn't buy into the idea of a 12-year-old pitcher. It sounds absurd, like another front office mistake waiting to happen. But when Henry actually steps on the mound and unleashes that impossible fastball, Sal's doubt starts to crack. Slowly, he shifts from skepticism to belief, guiding the boy through pressure and attention and the strange reality of instant fame. At age 88, Albert Hall is an American actor whose career spans decades across film, television, and stage, including standout roles in Apocalypse Now, Malcolm X, and Ally McBeal. Known for his gravitas and versatility, he built a reputation as a powerful character actor in both dramatic and supporting roles. He retired from acting in 2011 and has since kept a very private life, staying largely out of the public spotlight, while remaining respected for his long-standing contributions to American cinema. Patrick LaBrecque portrays George, 15 years old when he stepped into Henry Rowengartner's universe, capturing the energy of a loyal childhood friend in sudden fame. George wasn't just background, he represents Henry's real everyday life before everything changed. Funny, honest, and quietly emotional, he reflects the confusion and hurt of watching a friend become famous. His reactions stay genuine, grounding the story in simple friendship, loyalty, and growing up together. At age 48, Patrick LaBrecque is a former child actor, known for 1990s family comedies and cult classics, most notably as Dawson in Heavyweights, 1995, Grocery Checker in Camp Nowhere, 1994, as a bully in Beethoven, 1992, and Marshall in All I Want for Christmas, 1991. He later stepped away from acting, pursued education in radio and television broadcasting, and now lives privately in Los Angeles, maintaining a low-profile life outside Hollywood. Robert Hy Gorman was cast as Clark, 13 years old when he stepped into Henry Rowengartner's world, bringing the energy of a real childhood friend into sudden fame. Clark was not just a background buddy, he was part of the heart that kept Henry grounded. He brings everyday middle school energy into an extraordinary new life. He cheers from the sidelines, rides bikes through the neighborhood, and keeps friendship simple. Clark shows that childhood bonds stay important, even when life changes fast. In a story of fame and fastballs, he represents loyalty and normal life. At 46, Robert Hy Gorman is an American actor known for his 1990s child and teen roles in films such as Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead and Leprechaun, 1992. He began his career as a prominent child star before gradually stepping away from the spotlight as he grew older. Today, he lives a private life away from Hollywood, focusing on family rather than public attention. He's married, has children, and maintains a low-profile lifestyle outside the entertainment industry. And that's where our look at Rookie of the Year 1993 comes to an end, a film that brought baseball dreams to life, from Little League moments to the spirit of Chicago Cubs baseball. If you're a true baseball fan, which cast member stood out to you the most? Until the upcoming sports comedy film, swing with heart, chase the dream, and never stop believing in your moment.